his ass for y'all talking.
Shit, boy.
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was
all
quiet,
that ski
y'all was-
mask
if
and
y'all
all
was
that.
loud,
They got
y'all
the
was
hood over there.
fucking
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck about
Y'all
none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
Tell him I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Y'all
gonna get
f***ed
f***ed
y'all
over here.
face
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
I want to fight him, bro, because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good. He makes shit look better than what it is.
Gervonta Tank Davis versus Keyshawn Davis. It's official. After weeks of rumors, canceled fights, and heated debates, Tank has finally dropped the bombshell. He's ditching his fight with Lamont Roach and stepping into the ring with one of the hottest rising stars in boxing, Keyshawn Davis. This isn't just another fight. This is the fight. Two undefeated titans, one ring, and the stakes sky high. Tank has already announced that 2025 will be his final year in boxing, which means every match has to count.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
And with all the criticism surrounding his original matchup with Roach, Tank clearly felt the pressure to deliver something bigger. And Keyshawn Davis is exactly that.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, you know, it's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. You know, Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability. But he can fight. I don't think it's a huge fight, but not a terrible one.
But this wasn't just a random switch-up. There's a lot of drama involved. So let's break down exactly how we got here, what's at stake, and why this fight could go down as one of the biggest clashes in the sport. Let's be honest, Tank's original fight with Lamont Roach wasn't exactly breaking the internet. Roach may be a skilled and dangerous fighter, but he's not a household name. And that's a problem when you're Gervonta Davis. It was quite obvious that Tank could have better fights.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight for him.
Tank's been under pressure to give fans big fights, especially since he announced that this would be his last year in the ring.
And then you hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. You know, I mean, like sometimes the hunt,
fed up with, yeah,
maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing. Two unbelievable fighters.
After knockout victories over Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero, fans expected Tank to take on high-profile opponents like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, not someone like Roach, who lacks the star power to fill arenas and sell pay-per-views. And according to Tank, there's an even better opponent out there than Shakur.
So some fights can still happen, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go?
For what? Like, okay. Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you
faced?
faced?
Looking more better than him. Who that? The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga.
So you would rather
keep screaming this nigga name? He haven't done nothing.
You'd rather fight
Keyshawn? Haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid? So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and football.
Reports surfaced that the Tank versus Roach fight wasn't moving tickets as expected. Fans were vocal. They wanted a marquee fight, not a technical chess match against an underrated underdog. Tank heard the criticism loud and clear and decided to pivot to a fight that fans actually wanted, Keyshawn Davis.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, you said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about Keyshawn. What if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
So who is Keyshawn Davis, and why is this matchup such a big deal? Keyshawn isn't just another undefeated prospect. He's one of the most hyped young talents in the game.
You are good. You are real good. But there's levels to this game, Keyshawn.
Okay, we gonna talk about levels. Okay, just know it's levels.
At 24 years old, Keyshawn has already made a name for himself with his lightning-fast hands, sharp footwork, and confidence that borders on cockiness. He's an Olympic silver medalist with a spotless professional record, and he's been calling out the big names in the division for months.
Injury he coming with, he can't do all them shenanigans and all that he be doing with other people. He can't do that to me.
But I'm just saying, Key, listen.
But here's the thing. Keyshawn isn't just talk. He's been demolishing opponents and climbing the ranks, positioning himself as the next big star in boxing. And now, he finally gets his shot at the king. For Keyshawn, this fight is more than just an opportunity, it's a statement. Beating Tank wouldn't just make headlines, it would make Keyshawn the new face of boxing. And with Tank on his way out, Keyshawn is gunning for the crown.
I feel like I beat Tank too, as well. Only time I see him come out fast, it's on the cruise. I know boxing, and also I know myself, so.
The rivalry between these two fighters didn't begin overnight. Months of verbal jabs, media speculation, and escalating tension have brought them to this moment. Both men have been vocal about their disdain for the other, but what makes this face-off unique is the underlying respect masked by their animosity.
Davis Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds, he's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
There you go right here.
Keyshawn has repeatedly expressed his belief that Gervonta's time at the top is nearing its end. For him, this fight isn't just about proving his worth, it's about ushering in a new era. Gervonta, meanwhile, has dismissed Keyshawn as another young fighter trying to make a name at his expense. But beneath the surface, there's an acknowledgement that Keyshawn poses a real threat.
I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm gonna make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude, little dwarf, oopa loopa.
Keyshawn Davis recently made waves with a stunning performance in his fight against Gustavo Lemos in what was supposed to be a lightweight contest, but quickly turned into a brutal mismatch. Lemos, who missed weight by over 6 pounds and had a clear size advantage, seemed like he could be a real threat. But Keyshawn dismantled him with speed, skill, and power, knocking him down 3 times in the second round before the referee stopped the fight.
He was over by 6.4 pounds at the weigh-in.
That's a left count. There it is. Davis, and down goes Lemos.
as he's playing Matador for moments, goes downstairs with a vicious right hook, and that left hook puts him on stanky legs and face first on the mat. And backwards. Don't dance too early now, Keyshawn, because Lemos is still dangerous. But not if you can continue to land those powerful shots. And that's how you end the fight. Keyshawn Davis said, I don't care if he's King Kong. If he comes into my house, he's going to pay the price. And boy, did Lemos pay the price.
The crowd in Keyshawn's hometown of Norfolk, Virginia, was electric, watching their rising star deliver an impressive, emphatic finish.
Excitement, huh? Talk about coming in here fighting a guy who was heavier.
Yeah.
You talked about not having no concern, but just talking about that, getting ready to fight somebody who was heavier.
No, I really didn't have concern, man. I'm keep giving y'all the same answer, man. All glory to God. He gave me the strength to go in there and fight through this week. Like y'all don't even know, my sisters had a whole car accident today, and they hurt. My sister's head was all of them. Their head was hurting, back was hurting. Like they literally could have got taken out today. The devil didn't want this to happen, but look what happened. It was still a glorious night. I told y'all it's gonna be a movie. What is the movie?
After his win, Keyshawn didn't waste any time stirring the pot. He called out Gervonta "Tank" Davis, saying, "Hey Gervonta, knock knock," showing he's dead set on facing Tank next. Keyshawn believes he's ready to take on one of the biggest names in boxing, and he's using every opportunity to get in Tank's sight.
Hey, a world title. But also, we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But a world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
For Tank, this fight is about maintaining his dominance. He's the bigger name, the proven champion, and the guy who's used to headlining massive events. A win over Keyshawn would silence critics who claim he's ducking young talent and solidify his status as one of boxing's top stars.
Tank like I said before, every time he has came to me, when I say who you want to fight, said it doesn't matter. So he don't pick and choose. So if y'all want to criticize anybody, criticize me, or criticize Leonard Ellaby, or criticize whoever, but don't criticize the fighters. The fighters.
This is Keyshawn's breakout moment. Beating Tank would catapult him into superstardom and put the entire lightweight division on notice. It's a chance to prove that he's not just a prospect, but a real threat to the throne.
Little dude, little dwarf, Oopa Loopa, little light-skinned dude. I'm not chasing you. I'm not chasing you. Tiafimo is running from me. I'm not chasing you, Tiafimo. Who else? I'm not trying to fight.
And don't sleep on Keyshawn. He's not just another underdog. After his recent second-round KO against Gustavo Lemos, Keyshawn's confidence is through the roof, and he's shown he can handle fighters with a size advantage.
That Keyshawn Davis is ready to step into the ring with one of those guys and fight for a world title?
Truth be told, Brian, I literally just got off the phone. I just hung up the phone with Shakur, saying I gotta do an interview with you, and I'm like, cool, what you think? Like, cause I'm a person that really believes.
Not to mention, he's always had it out for Tank. This is a fight he has been preparing for years.
When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract. But if you don't, I'm gonna be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm gonna make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude, Little dwarf, Oompa Loompa.
Adding even more fuel to the fire, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly stepped in to help Keyshawn Davis prepare for his showdown with Gervonta Tank Davis. You just know Tank wasn't too happy about this. This move isn't just about training, it's personal. Floyd and Tank's relationship has been rocky for years. What started as a mentor-protege bond quickly unraveled as Tank accused Floyd of being controlling, while Floyd hinted that Tank lacked discipline and loyalty.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was. For real? That's what I was told at the time. So
now, with Floyd in Keyshawn's corner, it's clear that he's not just supporting the rising star, he's actively rooting against his former protege. Tank versus Lamont Roach was supposed to be a high-stakes fight, not because of Roach's star power, but because of his skills in the ring.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Roach may not have the same hype as Keyshawn Davis, but he's a dangerous opponent that could have posed serious problems for Tank.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
On the other hand, Tank versus Keyshawn Davis has the hype, the headlines, and the fireworks to make it a blockbuster event. While Roach was seen as a sleeper threat, Keyshawn brings the energy and trash talk that sells tickets, making this switch more about legacy and entertainment than pure boxing strategy.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it was an early knockout. You know, he come out sharp and put the man to sleep. You know, so you know he is next up. He's going to be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now
he beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion. I believe he'll give him a good ass spanking.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.